All right. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruach Double honors unto the elder high priest that taught my elder apostles. Double honors unto my elder apostles and elder bishops at Great Millstone or GMS. Peace and blessings unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay. And this is the brother Atazaria from the Great Millstone, Houston. And I'm going to get right into this lesson. Something I was thinking about while I was at work. Isaiah 4 and 1. Okay. Which we're going to get it. And I was thinking about the term damsel in distress. All right. Or the phrase. Okay. And I just put it in the Google AI thing, So it looked it up, and that's what I'm gonna get into in this lesson. And Lord willing, it'll be edifying because we're approaching the time. Okay, we already see because with a lot of these cuts, with these budget cuts and all of that, the majority of that hits jobs that women typically do, especially the teachers and stuff like that. But it's coming where it's gonna be a lot more. Okay, it's gonna be a day when things are very terrible, and we're gonna get into that. Okay, and these women are gonna need a man's protection up until a certain extent. Then it's gonna be doomed for everybody except for the elect. Okay. Anyhow, I put in damsel in distress, and this is what came up from the AI. It says the phrase damsel in distress refers to a female character in a story, typically young, beautiful, and of high social standing, who is in a dangerous or difficult situation and requires a hero, usually a male, to rescue her. Okay. Origins in history, the trope. Okay, and I had to look that word up because I forgot what it meant. But let me just do it the same way I did when I was looking at it, going through this earlier, because I just was putting it together and just was like, man, I got about 3 minutes into putting together and was like, just cut the record on. But anyway, this is the word trope in rhetoric, figurative use of a word from the Latin tropos. All right, a figure of speech. Okay. Let's see. A turn, direction, course, way. I'm just reading. Okay. So it's a figure of speech. Okay. So the trope or figure of speech of a damsel in distress can be traced back to ancient mythology and folklore, such as the Greek myth of Andromeda. All right. In this myth, Andromeda is chained to a rock as a sacrifice to a sea monster, but is ultimately saved by her hero, Perseus. I think that's what is being depicted in Clash of the Titans. If anyone has ever seen that, now I prefer the old one. Okay, I prefer the old one. But I had clicked on this. All right, so let's click on it. All right, it says the damsel in distress archetype in mythology. All right, what is the damsel in distress? All right, the damsel in distress archetype is a recurring motif in literature, folklore, and mythology. It depicts a female character who is placed in a perilous situation, okay, and requires rescue or protection, typically from a male hero or protagonist. Let's get that word. Let's define it. Protagonist. The leading character okay, or one of the major characters in a drama, movie, novel, or other fictional text. Well, in this case, it's fact, okay? It's not fiction, okay? And that's, the leading characters are going to be the elect, okay? Or one of the major characters in a drama, see? Because the stars of the show are going to be the elect, man. Movie, and this is the Heavenly Father's movie, novel, or other, well, in this case, factual text, the scriptures, okay, which we're going to bring out Isaiah 4 and 1, okay? Well, as a matter of fact, before I get that, let me get this. This is the book of Isaiah 13 and I'll just get straight to the point, but this is talking about the day of the Lord. It says, Isaiah 13 and 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Okay? In the time of what? Distress. Okay? So those leading characters are going to be more precious than gold. See? The elect, in the time when these damsels are going to be they're going to thrive to the men of the Lord, man. It's already women slotted to be selected that's going to make it with the men of the Lord, okay? And they're going to cleave unto them, okay? Shit, Lord willing, I'm up one of them men, And hey, you think about, we don't know how it's going to exactly play out, but it's going to play out. This is written, this is a prophecy in Isaiah 4 and 1, okay? And this hadn't come to pass yet, but you can clearly see, because these women out here, boy, they catching hell, Jack. All of the ones I know, personally, that talk to me and, I know about their finances and all that. Shit. Ain't but one that's doing okay. The rest of them hurting. They all in a bind. They all mourning. Okay, as Proverbs 29 say and 2. Yeah, they mourning and they gonna mourn more. Okay? Cause this devil know he ain't got but a short time. All this shit is about to happen. Okay? And women are seeing when these traumatic situations take place that they definitely need men. Okay? They can say all of the shit they want. Let it flood. Okay? Let wildfires be coming through. Who they gonna call? Okay? Somebody breaking your house, you'd probably prefer male police showing up. Okay? It's an active shooter, you'd probably want male police around, so on and so forth. Anyway, and these protagonists, okay, the leading character or one of the major characters, okay, or the elect, man. Okay, let's see what they got on there. Let me see. Protagonist comes from a Greek word for the principal actor in a drama, okay? But in this case, it ain't a drama, okay? Well, I mean, it ain't fictional. Let me say that, okay? But anyway, I just wanted to get that word, all right? Let me read this again. What is the damsel in distress in archetype? The damsel in distress in archetype is a recurring motif in literature, folklore, and mythology. Okay? And in this case, Isaiah 4 and 1 in the scriptures. okay, in the word of the Lord, which is true, okay? It says it depicts a female character who is placed in a perilous situation. We know the scriptures speak about perilous times, okay? As a matter of fact, let's do this. All right. Should come up. Perilous time. There you go. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and 1, it says, this know also that in the last days, okay, perilous times shall come, okay? And we are definitely in perilous times. Okay, let's get that word perilous. All right. Let's go here. Let's put in P-E-R. There you go. It only comes up once. All right. It comes from the Greek G5467. Just click on it. Kalepos. All right. Through the idea of reducing the strength, difficult, that is dangerous, or by implication, furious, fierce, perilous. Let me see something. Let's do this. Let's put in the word furious. Furious. All right. Furious. Impetus. All right. Unrestrained. All right. Let's do this. Because I know, impudent. Let's get this. Let's just define it. Acting or done quickly and without thought or care. Okay. Furious. All right. Unrestrained, without thought or care. That's how Trump be moving. Furiously. Okay. From the old French, furious, enraged, livid. Okay. From the Latin furiosus, full of rage, mad, furia or furia, rage, passion, fury, okay? Furioso, from the Italian form of the word, was used in English 17th, 18th century for an arranged person, probably for Ariosto's Orlando Furioso. Okay. Nonetheless, livid, all right, enraged, okay. So let's go back here. Again, that was from the Greek, all right. Fierce, perilous, all right. Ain't nothing, just to put it plainly, bad times, real bad times, okay? And we're here, and it's only getting worse, okay? People are now just hoping the end comes, whatever it is, whatever kind of end it is. They just want it to end. It's that miserable. Like, this is it, huh? This is it. I mean, and that's people with a little sense that ain't living in Walt Disney World, And even people that got it is like, this is it, All right, so let's do this. I'll bring out 2 Timothy 3 again and 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Okay, so the damsel in distress is going to get saved during perilous times. Okay, and that's where Isaiah 4 and 1 comes in. All right, let's go to it. All right. That's the book of Isaiah chapter 4 and 1. And in that day, All right. When all hell is breaking loose, all of that. See, like I said, the Most High already got it slated for him. Okay, and that's gonna be beautiful, man. All right. And seven really, it just represents completion. Okay. Because it's going to be all out hell here in a minute. All right. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread. It ain't going to be none of that hot girl summer attitude type shit. All that shit going to be out. Sexy red type Megan Thee Stallion attitudes and glow real. All that shit going to be out the fucking window in that day. Okay? All that shit gonna be out the window in that day. Okay? These bows, okay? You know what I mean? The bows that like to look like men and act like men. Watch. All that shit gonna switch up. All that shit is gonna switch up. Okay? Everybody gonna get back in their natural place, man. Okay? Because the Most High is gonna make them. The ones that try to be out of character, they're gonna get just done in. It's gonna be that bad. All right? Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Okay? And we coming close to that day. All right? And like I said, it's a lot of women already catching hell. Okay? So, and what had made me think about that was even the women up there at work, man, they be complaining. They barely getting it. I seen one woman when I was leaving out, she was pouring something, probably water or antifreeze or oil, something. But that heifer was up on it. She had a Chevy Tahoe, and she was up on top that, like standing on the bumper part, up on that thing, pouring whatever it was she was at, whatever fluid she had to add to her car, I guess to, crank it up or whatever and get back to where she was from, Shit. She was having to make it happen. You see? So like I say, there's a lot of women that's already catching hell. Okay? Oh, another good example. If your car catch a flat, you gonna call your home girl? Or they want a man to come fix the flat. Anyway, there's just a little old quick hit, Lord willing, it was edifying. I just had wanted to touch on that. That was something I was thinking about because I was, just checking out these women's living, how they, complaining about not having nothing or no money, and they ain't got shit. And they go to work just like me, And then when I saw a girl putting that shit in her car, I was like, damn, it was an Edomite. Or what I perceived to be an Edomite, just based off of skin color or lack of thereof, But I hadn't talked to her or anything, so I can't really judge her, other than what I saw physically. But what I'm saying, if, Esau is doing this, okay, trying to get it. Think how much worse it's going to be on the tribes, the women of the tribes, okay? And a lot of you Eve, a lot of these Judite women, they going to realize in that day, you're no longer needed. A lot of them starting to get hit with the reality of that now. You're no longer needed. Women outnumber men 3-1. It's probably like 3.5 to 1 now. Because in the last few years, there's a billion more people. There's 8 billion people on the planet. So Esau say, But anyway, that's it. I'm going to close and it's on to the next one. Until then, I say shalom.